What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another edition of this Pentagon Challenge. It is CONCACAF Champions League quarter-finals time, and we actually take on the last team that beat us in professional competition, Cincinnati. Let's get into it, and I can catch you up on everything that you've missed so far. So guys, this is the state of the competition so far. Deportivo Toluca are taking on Pumas. We are taking on Cincinnati. LA Galaxy through the short straw, and they take on CF Pachua. And Club America are taking on Toronto in the quarter-final stage. I actually think we've got relatively lucky about this, despite Cincinnati being the last team that beat us in professional competition. And I'll show you why in a sec. But I'm very happy that we avoided a lot of the Mexican teams. And believe it or not, there's no draw. It's just like, bang, you go straight into the next round. I wonder if that's the case for the semi-finals. It is. Oh, sugar. So we take on, if we get through, the winner of Deportivo Toluca and Pumas, which is going to be tough. But we do avoid the best team in Mexico. Where are Pumas in the league? They're 6th, and Deportivo Toluca are 8th. Ugh. So fingers crossed, guys, but we need to get through Cincinnati first. If we go back to last season, Cincinnati were the last team that we lost to. We didn't lose to many teams last season, but Cincinnati were one of them before we went on this nice run towards the end of the season, beating Sporting Kansas City, beating Atlanta, beating New England Revolution in the playoffs, and then obviously beating LAFC in the MLS Cup final. This season, though, you were here for our first competitive game, which we won 5-0, as I said, away from home. As you can tell by the stadium, not necessarily the best one in Costa Rica. We brought them back to Miami Freedom Park and beat them 5-1. They scored a consolation goal towards the end of the game. Wasn't too worried about it. I was a little bit apprehensive about how the MLS season was going to start. But Atlanta at home, first game of the season, absolutely dominated them 4-0. We then took on New York City at Yankee Stadium. Again, 4-0 against them. Absolutely battered them. We played LA Galaxy. Elias Almasawi started this season infinitely better than he started last year. So I'm hoping he can have a fantastic year for us. So we have the game against Cincinnati with the game against Orlando City sandwiched in between. What the plan is for today's video, guys, I'm going to show you the first game against Cincinnati. We're going to see how we get on. Obviously, the first game's a home leg, and then if we need to, we'll show you the second leg. If it's anything like the first round, and we absolutely blow them out of the water in the first game, I don't see the benefit of showing you both, but we shall see. You definitely won't see the league match against Orlando City. Now, the reason I'm slightly more confident, probably more than I should be, is if we go over to the MLS, Cincinnati are bottom of the Eastern Conference. They have 2 points so far this season out of their 3 games. They've not won a game just yet. They've drawn against Charlotte FC and Orlando. Charlotte FC were terrible last year, and they have lost to Atlanta United, who we beat 4-0. So, as I said, I feel confident, but I don't want that to turn into overconfidence. So this is the team for the game. Arthur in goal, Makoko at right back, Lautaro, Medine, Zimmerman. This is my preferred back 5 now. This is pretty much as good as it can get. Buzio, Pat Talbot, Bedesha, Sidmar Fernando at Chessel, and then El Musawi. We've got an injury to Dan Williams, unfortunately. He'll be out of this game, but hopefully should be back for the second leg. He's only out for 5 days to 2 weeks now. Maybe he should be in and around it for the second game. Just a quick look on the analysis. You can see some nice partnerships developing now. Zimmerman and Chessel have got a great partnership down this left. The 2 centre-backs have as well, as have the central attacking midfielder and El Musawi up top, which we are looking forward to continuing to develop. We will submit this team. I have clicked the button. There we go. And we go into the match. Sorry, guys. Sometimes this is a little bit slower. The save file for this one is a pretty big boy now. So, Cincinnati. As I said, they were the last team that beat us. So, I'm sure you guys will be keen to avenge what happened the last time you played Cincinnati. We are in pink and white. Cincinnati are in the blue. I'll be back when we have our first highlight, guys. Makoko with the throw. It's a poor throw. He's looking towards Belisha. Montoya's going to pick this up here. It's going to be 3v2. It's a ropey pass from him. Zimmerman picks that one up nicely. Sprays it out towards Berisha. Gets beaten by... They've got a Cardona as well. Into Jones. They're going to get a one-on-one here. Oh, Noah Jones. As I said, inside 10 minutes, they've taken the lead here. Very disappointing. Not only have we given up a goal, we've given up an away goal, which is really, really disappointing. We're going to need to really turn this on to sort of cancel that out. I need to see ideally 3 goals. We definitely take 2, but that leaves us in a very precarious position, could potentially going into a second leg. Sidmar Fernando, El Moussaoui, back to Buzio. Highlight still running though. Overlap on this right-hand side. Look how many bodies they have back. Just all about that counter-attack. We've got a spare man on the left-hand side. Chessel, Sidmar Fernando into Chessel. Jamming Chessel. Hits the post. This guy cannot finish. He's a great player for us. Just cannot hit the back of the net, this guy. So we get to half-time and we've not seen anything since that shot from Chessel that went wide. We have been rubbish. Very even in terms of the stats. We've got 61% of the possession, and I am fuming. That is a disgusting way to go into a continental quarter-final. We have been rubbish. So many players who just haven't turned up. Berisha's coming off. Cardona's coming on. Cardona, Berisha. Yeah. Ethan for Chessel as well. We'll make these 2 changes because I'm just not happy with how they're playing, to be perfectly honest, guys. We'll make the changes and fingers crossed we can actually get something out of this now. I cannot believe that this was the last team that we lost to and we're playing like this. Good interception from Ethan, gets away from his marker. 3v3, goes past one, absolutely blitzes past him into the penalty area, and that is a weak, tame effort into the goalkeeper's hands. Don't care about someone being booked. Like, this is not what we are in this competition for. It looks like, guys, genuinely, it looks like we are going to lose this game 1-0. We've offered nothing. And I am very, very apprehensive about how this is going to go. We're just having shots, we're just having chances, but we're not doing anything with it. Zimmerman with the throw. Ethan drags that one down. Pat Talbot on the edge. His shot's blocked. They've got about 20 bodies in the penalty area. And here comes Noah Jones. He's going to get a one-on-one here. Yeah, into our penalty area. Okay, we forced him wide this time. They go to Cardona. His shot gets blocked. We managed to get this one clear. Sidmar Fernando. Bearing in mind how well we've been playing in the MLS as well. This is just disgusting. They're going to go down to 10 men, are they? No, referee. He's on a booking. He just trips him over to stop a counter-attack. Absolutely disgusting, guys. You were not good enough today. Talk about doing it the hard way. We're going to have the game against Orlando City, and I'll be back for the second leg in just a few seconds. So then, guys, we are back for the second leg of the quarterfinal with it all to do. Cincinnati have that 1-goal lead, and it is a away goal as well. If we take a look at the stages so far, Pumas have gone through, as have CF Pachua. As you would expect, the Mexican teams dominated. Oh, and so have Club America. So 3 out of the 4 spots in the quarterfinals are, in the semifinals, are Mexican teams. We will make that change, and we will also show you, in between the loss to Cincinnati, we pumped Orlando City 5-0 in the MLS. Maybe Cincinnati are our bogey team. Did Cincinnati play in the MLS? I bet you did. I bet you got beat as well. Oh, they beat Seattle Sounders 1-0. Okay, this is the team pretty much identical to the game that the game that you would have seen. We rotated a little bit for the game against Orlando. So we will submit this team very much the same as the first leg, guys. You will just see like a highlights package. Fingers crossed we can get the job done, because that first leg I don't know what it is when we play games on camera. We just fall apart. Right. Let's go out and avenge what happened last time we played Cincinnati. I tried this in the first leg. The kits are the same. They are in all blue. We are in pink and white. And fingers crossed, we actually play with a little bit more intensity this time. First leg, we were rubbish. And obviously, we need to somehow overturn this away goal. If we do somehow manage to score 2, then it really puts the cat amongst the pigeons and puts them in an interesting spot. But we need to get that job done first. To be honest, we need to score 1 goal at the very least. Zimmerman into Talbot then, into the penalty area. Go on, son. Busio. Better shot! Right off the bat. Definitely playing with much better intensity. We're only 50 seconds into the game. We've cancelled out what happened in the first game. Let's build on it. A second goal for us, though, is absolutely massive and puts Cincinnati in a really bad spot because then they will need to score twice. Long ball. Flick down in towards Jones. Latoro doing a better job of guarding him this time. Over to Talbot. He's actually getting a lot of the ball, Talbot, and he played very well in the MLS Cup final. Chessel running down this left-hand side. Got Talbot there. Edge of the penalty area. Buzio's there. His shot gets blocked, unfortunately. They go long with their highlight. We win the ball in the air again. Latoro mopping up things nicely. Rotating back into Talbot. Key man. Into El Moussaoui. Into Chessel. El Moussaoui's gone. Give it him. He goes down there under the challenge of their Cardona. I think this is going to be pretty tight. We're going to go to VAR. Oh, no, we're not going to VAR. It's just a penalty. Who has taken this? Berisha? Here he comes then. Second goal of the game. And you always back the German from the penalty spot. Now, 2 goals up inside 10 minutes. We're really showing what we're doing to MLS teams here, which is absolutely just annihilating them. A good penalty from him. Nothing spectacular. Savable. But the 2 goals inside 10 minutes here really puts us in the driver's seat. Talbot with the set piece. Latoro 3-0. Game over. Game over. Call it, call it, call it. After what was a really, really poor first leg, we have absolutely come out all guns blazing here. 3 goals inside 15 minutes, making Cincinnati need to score 4 to go through, which I don't see happening myself. Great save, Arthur. I was watching this highlight thinking, oh God, just after I've said I don't see them scoring 4 and they were going to score. Arthur forces a good save. He wins that one off the corner. He is a man-mountain of a goalkeeper. And that is that highlight over. Looks like we are going to half time with this 3-goal lead. You love to see it. Come on, boys. Right. Okay. Very pleased with the performance. Keep it going. As I said, we are very much in the driver's seat now. They need to score 3 goals in this game. Sorry, I did say 4 earlier. They need to score 3 goals in this game as things stand to take it into their hands. The away goal is just so brutal in this. It looks like, guys, as things stand, we will be the team taking on Pumas. We will make some changes here. Let's take off that guy. We're going to bring on... what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put Berisha up top and bring on Cardona. We're trying to give him as much game time as we possibly can this season, the youngster. I think he's a very good prospect. We're also going to take off Sidmar Fernando. He is tired. Let's pop him there and bring on Sam Nunes up top. Okay, guys, so there are the 3 changes. We've got 15 minutes of this one to go. As I said, I'd like to think we're in a pretty commanding position. Defense is holding strong this time. They got caught napping early doors last time. Much better this time. That was almost a red card there. Going in pretty hard. Their Cardona goes back to their goalkeeper. We're still applying the pressure. But they are playing around us quite nicely, as has happened in several games recently. We win that header nicely, though, into Talbot. He has been the absolute engine room for us this game. Ethan on the ball. Zimmerman. Back to Ethan. Talbot's lurking. Berisha's there. Game over. Come on. Hat-trick for Berisha. Fair play to him. I had my doubts around him. I thought this was going to be his last season at the club. If he carries on playing like this, maybe he will continue in our squad. He's on 60k a week, but he is one of those designated international players. And that is a great nudge. Good finish. Great, nicely worked goal. Into the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Champions League. This is the one we really need to win. Another set piece. Talbot, goalkeeper, claims it. Never mind. We need to win this competition to get ourselves out of the MLS. I kind of want to leave America. It would only leave the ACF Champions League. So that would leave China, Korea, where else? Australia. You can be an Australian, be in that one as well. So some interesting options before eventually trying to work our way to Europe and make things happen. Oh, Cardona's being sent off. It's a double booking for the youngster. I think he's a youngster on their team as well. Gets his marching orders, second yellow card. It's gone from bad to worse for Cincinnati. Another positive 4-0 for us, though. We have been very, very good to start this season, with the exception of the game away, at home against Cincinnati. We've got another break here. Buzio absolutely driving forwards, gives it to Berisha. Could be another one, and it is another dominating performance. And Berisha with 4 this game, putting him in very good contention to be our top goal scorer at the moment. He's doing very well. The added bonus of scoring more goals than was required doesn't really matter in the end. It makes me feel very, very nice. Very proud of everyone of turning over that first leg deficit. Well done. We move forward. We do overturn that first leg defeat. We get into the CONCACAF semi-final. And we take on Pumas, who are, as I said, they're up to 4th now in the not the MLS, in the Mexican League. Still pretty tight at the top there, though. The Chu are not playing very well. Club America, but we need to worry about Pumas, which will be next episode, no doubt. Let's see where, obviously I need to praise Berisha. If you're not praising the players after the game, why not? So we go into the schedule then, guys. That is where I'm going to bring you back. We're going to do the same sort of thing again. We're not too worried about the MLS, so I'm not going to show you any MLS footage. We're just going to get through. We're going to play the double leg sort of scenario as we have been doing. Semi-finals against the Mexican teams is going to be very, very difficult. We faltered a little bit against Cincinnati. Fingers crossed we can get our heads down and get a good result against this Mexican side. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, you have enjoyed us qualifying for the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Champions League, drop a like on the video down below, subscribe if you are new around here, and hopefully you're enjoying this series, fingers crossed. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you on another video very, very soon.